Hey guys, it's Shay the coach here. I'm kind of sad right now. But first let me do an intro. It's checking in 60-day Shay Friendly Body Transformation Challenge. So here's what's up. This challenge has been a lot about stabilizing the neck. It's been about improving range of motion on my shoulder and the grip strength, right? Most of it's working. I should say all of it's working because I'm reaching those goals. But what happened is I forgot about some lower body injuries that I've had that haven't flared up in a really long time. And my ankle flared up I was training. And so I'm not happy about it, right? So here's a little bit of mindset and here's a little bit of honesty. Another one of my goals was to be able to do 90-10 paleo. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been able to do it pretty hardcore. And so when this ankle thing happened, I went to a friend's house and we're hanging out and she made some amazing food. And one thing that she made was coconut cake. Not blaming her, not blaming the availability, because trust me, I was in Vegas for a whole week. There's a lot more than coconut cake in Vegas, right guys? And I was able to not cheat in Vegas, but I was sad, right? So I ate coconut cake. But you know what? It's okay because it's within my 90-10 program. So I ate it, and I loved every bite. So we're going to move the sad face here in a second because another really cool thing happened. So here's the mindset. I can remain being sad because of my ankle, or I can start looking at some of the happier stuff, right? I had friends. They invited me over. We had cake. It was still within my 90-10. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Boom! Our new shirts are in. So these are summer-friendly shirts. They're red, and they're mesh. They're awesome. So they make me really happy. I cannot wait to teach them this tonight. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. So this is the instructor one with the polo. Tomorrow I'm going to show you the one with the student one. And if y'all want one, you know how to reach me by now. We'll put the link up at the end. So just let me know. So I'm really happy about that. And we are all on the movement piece, so let me do some movement for you. I saw my chiropractor. They adjusted the stuff. Then I went and saw my naturopath who did this thing, did some ultrasound, and they did what's called prolotherapy, okay? So I'm not going to try and explain the whole thing here on this video, but basically what they did is they did some shots around the injury sites, and then they did a shot right under here, okay? And so it's not the same as cortisone. Basically what it does is it's medicine that makes your ankle just swell up. And so what you gotta do is you gotta do some rest, ice, no ice, we take that back. You gotta do some rest and you gotta do a little bit of movement to move the medicine around. So are you guys ready for this movement? This is Shay the coach doing movement right now. Here's A, B, C. So they told me to just, move it around, do the alphabet on it, walk lightly, the whole 9. So that's what I've been doing. That's the movement for today. I'm really happy these natural approaches exist because there's no side effects, right? Just some swelling and some movement. The movement spreads the medicine, and then the body just, it'll do its immune response and start doing some cool healing. So tomorrow I'll show you the new shirts and we'll do some core, staying off this leg a little bit. And I'll see you then. Have a good evening.